All right, ladies and gentlemen, kindly settle down as we're about to start the event. Thank you. Head Z Studios, Mr. Sujay Kutti, ladies and gentlemen. जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं उनके लिए. Wow, some fan following यहाँ पे आपकी sir. Can we have a mic? Everybody loves you. Welcome, welcome. First of all, sir, एक ही सवाल जो कि हर किसी के जहन में इस समय आ रहा है. That is, how did this happen? Mr. Majid Majidi, A.R. Rahman साहब, उनका म्यूजिक, विशाल भारद्वाज साहब के लिरिक्स, डायलॉग्स, and इतनी कमाल की कास्ट. How did it all happen?
How? How did it happen?
Okay, yeah. Counter question.
No, I mean, that's the biggest question. How did it happen? But it just happened. Sir happened. Nama Pictures happened. Z Studios happened. It's all talking about extraordinary together.
Yes.
So that's the whole journey. And that's how it came across. Ishaan, Malavika. So, I mean, Rahman sir is not yet here at this point in time, but the whole setup, the kind of people, Hindi में बोलते हैं ना, लोग मिलते गए, कारवां बनता गया.
बिल्कुल.
Exactly that, in that manner. And that's how it progressed. And it's been a year now. And here we are ready to release the trailer at this point in time.
And everybody is just loving it, the kind of response the movie's already got. What do you have to say on that?
Oh, just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
Okay,
it is
that's
just
a
the beginning.
statement, over here.
Because nobody's seen Bombay like this.
Yeah.
This poster says it all. The first one that we had put out, nobody has seen Bombay like this.
Of course, it's the expertise of
Absolutely,
some stalwarts,
Absolutely.
So, यहाँ पे another thing, Z Studios has always, been talked about as the studio that has backed some content-driven cinema, बहुत ही समझदार cinema के लिए. So, इस समय you've collaborated with Namo Pictures. Please tell us about this collaboration.
What can I tell? I mean, I should call them and ask them how the collaboration has been, because it's been a great journey. It's been a year. It's been a great journey. Lot of talks, discussions, working together, going to festivals, putting the movies together, the songs, all of it. So it's been really a great journey working. If we were the opening film, that was a huge achievement for all of us to be in Goa. Ify inviting us to be the opening film. I think that has been never seen before. So for that journey together, it's been a great association. So I would like to call them on stage.
Please.
Yep.
Shareen Mantri and Kishore Arora, ladies and gentlemen, from Namo Pictures. Yes, they deserve it. A big round of applause and lots of noise for them. Welcome. Here you go. We have another one. Thank you. Kishore, this is for you. No, you can't just get away like that. You're like, no, ऐसे नहीं होता, sir. Please, so we'll start with you. Kishore, tell us about this collaboration with Z Studios. Okay, she's going to do the honors. Please, Shareen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. And we are really excited. And it's a very proud moment for us to be sharing the trailer with you all today. And firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Majidi for having the faith and conviction and the belief in us to, produce his first film in India, his first Indian film in India.
Yes.
And it's been a great journey, and not only professionally, but also personally as a human being. I mean, it's been an incredible experience and a lot to learn from him, and we hope to continue this journey together.
Absolutely. I was just talking to Mr. Kutti. We were talking about this thing. मैंने कहा ये ब्रह्मास्त्र है. सबको आपने Mr. Majidi, A.R. Rahman साहब, विशाल भारद्वाज, इतनी amazing cast, सबको एक साथ ले आए. So this is like next to impossible किसी और के लिए, है ना?
I mean, it's something like he said just happened, and it was a first in India, and we followed his cinema, Children of Heaven, Baran, and all, all his films, and we were really great fans of his work. And I think it's been a dream to work with him, and today it's really a surreal feeling to share this experience with you, and we hope that we'll get all the support from you all.
Of course, the kind of reactions you're getting abhi, I'm sure they all are gonna love it. Or isse pehle bhi, blockbuster bol diya hai sabne already. So what we'll do is now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll welcome the legend himself. जिनके लिए जितना बोला जाए उतना कम है. I don't have words to describe his art. People all across the globe, they look up to his work, and people study his work. Song of Sparrows was the first movie जो शायद मैंने उनकी देखी थी. उसके बाद तो I was a fan, and then Children of Heaven. उससे पहले, of course, मैंने बाद में देखी थी वो. And he is someone everybody looks up to. International fraternity, जो film fraternity है, वो इनको बहुत आदर करती है, बहुत प्यार करती है. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Majid Majidi. And yes, come on, make some noise, yeah. Also Mr. Raza with him. Ladies and gentlemen, उनके लिए भी जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. Welcome, sir.
Hello, hi.
Would like to welcome you. And this is for you. You can take the mics. And शुद्ध हिंदी में मैं बोलना चाहूँगा पहले तो स्वागत है, welcome to India. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. That's how we welcome people.
سلام عرض میکنم خدمت خانم آقایون. خیلی ممنون که تشریف آوردین. اینجا در واقع میشه گفت دیگه جزو شهرهای منه، یعنی هند به هر حال کشور دوم منه. بنابراین من هم خودم رو غریبی اینجا احساس نمی‌کنم و جزئی از شما می‌بینم.
First, I want to say hello to all the audiences. I really appreciate that you are here. And so now India is my homeland. So I have the feelings that actually I'm in my country. And so feel...
واقعیتش اینه که به هر حال در یک کشور دیگه فیلم ساختن خب ریسک خیلی بزرگی برای کارگردان.
In fact, it's very difficult and risky for a foreign director to make actually film in another country.
ولی از اونجایی که به هر حال به لحاظ فرهنگی خب ایران و هند مشترکات زیادی دارن و همین مشترکات باعث شد که تصمیم میگیرم که اینجا فیلم بسازم و تو همین زمینه به هر حال دوستان خیلی خیلی خوبی چه زی و کمپانی برانما پیکچرز و مجموعه دوستانی که من کار کردن خیلی خیلی کمک کردن که در واقع این پروژه اونجوری که من دوست دارم در واقع پیش بره و امیدوارم که به هر حال نمایش موفقی در هند داشته باشه.
The point is because of these similarities between Iran and India, even on the cultural side, so it happened. So and also I have great friends helped me actually Nama Picture, Zia Studio, and all the Indian crews that helped me to have such a wonderful experience in making the films here.
برای همونجوری که می‌دونید جمعیت ایرانی خیلی زیادی در هند زندگی می‌کنن.
As you know, we have a huge population of Iranians who live in India.
از سالهای خیلی خیلی دور.
From long time ago they are here.
و در واقع همین مشترکات باعث شده که به هر حال ارتباط خیلی نزدیکی بین ایران و هند باشه.
And for all these things, it happened that there are many similarities, and so between Iran and India as well.
و یکی از دوستان خیلی خوبه هموطنای ما آقای دکتر علی ایرانی که از اصلا اینجا متولد شده و در واقع هندی ایرانیه و امروز هم اینجاست و ممنونم از تشریف فرمایش و کمک‌های خیلی زیادی به لحاظ دوست به من کرد تو این پروژه و ممنونم از ایشون و همه ایرانی‌ها.
Also, I should appreciate Dr. Ali Irani. He is Iranian also. He lives in India, Indian person, and so helped me a lot. And also, I want to appreciate all Iranians who supported us here for this project.
A lot of people, a lot of these filmmakers, they love his work, they study his work. So what are his views on the same?
خب اینم یکی باز از اون علت‌ها بود که تصمیم جدی داشتم در هند فیلم بسازم. به هر حال سینمای من در هند و کلا در آسیا به هر حال خیلی مطرح و بخصوص در هند برای من خیلی شگفت انگیز بود. بعضی وقت فکر می‌کردم که من اینقدر که تو هند معروفم شاید تو ایران نباشم و تو هر جایی که میرفتم به هر حال فنای خیلی زیادی بود و همین ها باعث شد که در واقع من بیشتر علاقه‌مند بشم به اینکه در واقع در هند کار کنم و ممنونم از همه کسایی که به هر حال سینمای من رو دنبال کردن و مشوق شدن که من در هند حضور پیدا کنم.
It was one of the main reasons I decided actually to make a film in India. Sometimes I believe that actually I'm more famous in India rather than my country. And so I have a huge fan also in India, in Asia. And I'm thankful to all my fans here in India and also those who support me.
He's famous across the globe, but we all love him and would like to thank him for this amazing movie.
به هر حال من تشکر میکنم از دوستان خوبم به خصوص نما پیکچرز. بچهای خیلی خیلی جوانای خیلی خوبی بودن و همکاری خیلی خوبی داشتیم. به هر حال 7-8 سال منتظر من شدن که در واقع من این پروژه رو بیام کار بکنم و در واقع اصرار اونها و سماجت اونها و که اعتماد من در واقع خب جلب شد برای این چیز و ممنونم ازشون که به هر حال این فرصت همکاری پیش اومد.
I should appreciate actually my friends, specifically I should appreciate Nama Picture. So they are really well talented, and so it took about 7-8 years actually. They pushed and so it happened finally, and very wonderful collaboration together, and it was a kind of motivation also from the side because of this.
همچنین تشکر چون می‌بینید که من فقط خودم تنها از ایران اومدم برای ساخت این فیلم. هیچ کس از ایران نبود همراه من غیر از شاید مثلا یه نفر به عنوان یکی از دستیارها، ولی همه عوامل من از هند بود و این خب خیلی کمک بزرگی من کرد که همه عوامل از هند بودن و ارتباط خیلی خوبی داشتیم از آیار رحمان، از فیلمبردارم آنیل و از همه عواملی که کمک کردن به این پروژه. واقعا ممنونشون هستم.
Also, as you know, all the crews have been Indians. Just only one Iranian assistant. It was a wonderful collaboration with all this Indian crew. They helped me a lot. I should appreciate all of them for such a wonderful experience. And so I feel actually that I can do with such a great help with them.
Right.
و حتی از بالیوود به هر حال تشکر کنم.
Also I should appreciate Mr. Rahman, also Anil. The credits actually, those who helped me a lot.
همیشه از خود بالیوود، از بازیگران بالیوود که برای این لطف کردن که بیان و در واقع در این فیلم حضور داشته باشن، ولی خب قسمت نشد یه جورایی. و تشکر ویژه کنم از خود خانم دپیکا که خیلی تواضع به خرج داد و من لازمه که اینجا بگم که ایشون وقتی من ازشون خواستم که برای تست بیان، تست نه به جهت اینکه تواناییشون رو بسنجم، نه برای اینکه توی اون نقش ببینم چطوره، و ایشون با تواضع خیلی کاملی اومدن و من ممنونم از خانم دپیکا. هرچند این همکاری صورت نگرفت به دلایل مختلفی، چون به هر حال ایشون هم پروژه داشت و تاریخی که ما می‌خواستیم کار کنیم و دلایل دیگه این فرصت فراهم نشد، ولی من جا داره که اینجا از همه عزیزانی که به هر حال در بالیوود بودن و اومدن قاضیانه اومدن تشکر کنم.
Also I should appreciate all Bollywood faces, Bollywood actors, actresses. Also I should make a special thanks to Mrs. Deepika. So she was very, very humble. And so even actually when we invited her to come, it was not actually for casting, but to put her in the situation to get the feeling of the film. And she was really humble. For different reasons, actually, we couldn't have this collaboration, but we hope in future we have this opportunity to work together. So I want to appreciate all those Bollywood faces who help us and so supported us also on this project.
That was brilliant. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Reza. Thank you so much for your help. And with your kind permission, let's take a look at the trailer now. Shall we?
حتما من فکر میکنم که خواهشم میکنم 2 یا 3 بار پخش بکنید برای اینکه خب کوتاهه.
I want to ask actually because it's short actually to play it twice at least to get the impression of the film.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for the entire team over here. And let's take a look at the trailer. Another gem of our country who's been shining across the globe. Welcome, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, ace cinematographer Mr. Anil Mehta, उनके लिए भी जोरदार तालियां. उनकी नजर से आपने देखा, I think he's not here. No issues. जोरदार तालियां उनके लिए, उनकी नजर से यहाँ देखा, उनकी vision. Of course, Ishaan. What is this? Okay. So Rahman sir, this one's for you. You know, every film maker has a unique style. You know, giving music for his movie, for Mr. Majid's movie for the second time. How was it? And what is that one aspect of his filmmaking that you find the most unique or unique?
There are different layers to filmmaking. And I think there's one layer which I've understood much better through his filmmaking over years. And so it is a learning experience for me. Like he thinks in a way where music is a character. And the character is not, it has to play multiple roles.
That's deep. That's deep. Okay, Mr. Majidi, how was your experience? You know, once again, you worked with Mr. Rahman, so how was it for you?
خب همونجور که این تجربه اول من برای فیلم پیامبر بود که خب همکاری خیلی تنگاتنگی با رحمان داشتیم. بوده 2 سالی در واقع کار شد روی موسیقی فیلم.
As you know, my first experience with Mr. Rahman, it was for the film Prophet Muhammad. So we worked together very closely for approximately 2 years.
و این همکاری باعث شد که ما خب خیلی به هم نزدیک بشیم.
So because of this collaboration, it happened to be so close to each other.
و به هر حال این دوستی خیلی عمیق شد و من از شخصیت خود رحمان جدای از بخش حرفه‌ایش، این رو من جای دیگه هم گفتم، خود شخصیت رحمان بسیار شخصیت دوست داشتنی و در حینی که آهنگساز بزرگه، انسان متواضع بزرگه که بر من خیلی ارزشمنده.
So as I have mentioned several times, besides actually the professional points of view, he is a very, very special person, actually very, very strong spiritual character. And so it happened to have a kind of very deep relationship, friendship together.
و ممنونم که ازش به هر حال علاوه اینکه خیلی شلوغ بود ولی پذیرفت که به هر حال موسیقی این فیلم رو کار کنیم که اتفاق خیلی خوبی بود.
I really appreciate him because he was very, very busy, but as he is humble, he accepted to have this collaboration again together.
و به هر حال کار کردن با رحمان ویژگی‌های خودشو داره دیگه. خیلی وقتا مثلا تا سر هیچ وقت با تایم نمیشه با رحمان کار کرد.
So it's a kind of unique experience working with A.R. Rahman. Never happened to be actually to fix our times together always.
مثلا ساعت 2 قرار میذاشتیم ولی ساعت 10 شب اتفاق میافتاد.
So we fixed the appointment for 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but the meeting happened actually at 10 o'clock at night.
من بعضی وقتا میگفتم که این دفعه رحمان رو ببینم پنجره پردش میکنم پایین.
So I told to myself, as I see, okay,
Not
why
always,
has
not always.
همیشه البته اینجوری نبوده.
نه شوکی. ولی خب خیلی ارتباط خیلی به هر حال خوبی بود.
It was a great and also wonderful
تیم خیلی
experience.
خوبی داره رحمان.
He has a very, very wonderful team as well.
تیم خیلی جوان و خوب.
Well talented, young, and so well experienced.
و اینکه در کنار کارش به هر حال آموزش به جوونا میده این باز خیلی ارزشمنده.
And it is very valuable that actually beside working, so also he tries to teach the those who work with him as well.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for those kind words. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to invite on stage the lead pair. And to start with, he is one of the most promising actors और कल के superstar. ये मैंने नहीं कहा, Mr. Majidi ने बोला हुआ है. Give it up for Ishaan Khattar, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, make some noise. The very gorgeous, the very talented Malavika Mohanan, ladies and gentlemen, please. Also, would like to invite on stage Mr. Gautam Ghosh, who's an integral part of this movie, ladies and gentlemen. उनके लिए भी जोरदार तालियां. Okay, we can go click. It's time for a quick photo op, and then we'll go ahead, right?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good. Thank you so much. This is for you, Ishaan. Yeah. And before I ask you about this dream debut of yours, would want Mr. Majidi to share a couple of things about this amazing pair over here, their chemistry on screen, and so on.
بله، من قبل از که خب بازیگرایی که تو این فیلم بودن دو دستن. به هر حال بازیگرایی که برای بار اولشونه که جلوی دوربین اومدن مثل ایشان.
So we should categorize the actors of this film in two. So those who came actually for the first time in front of camera, like Ishaan.
و البته مالویکا که البته خود تجربه قبلی هم داشته ولی خب نه خیلی بزرگ.
And also Malavika, however, actually she had experience before, but it was a kind of a small experience in the cinema industry.
و کسایی که به هر حال هنرپیشه‌ای به هر حال تو سینمای حرفه‌ای کار کردن.
And those who has worked professionally in cinema as well.
و یکی از اونها در واقع نقش آکشی رو بازی کرد که به هر حال اسمش هم شما بگین که من خیلی ممنونم که به هر حال ایشون این لطفو کردن که تو این فیلم هم بازی کنن. ایشون برای کارگردان بزرگی هستن.
Also I should appreciate and thankful to the Akshay character, and so it was a great honor to have Mr. Gautam for this wonderful collaboration together.
خب معتقدم که به هر حال تیم خیلی خوبی شد، یعنی به هر حال بخصوص بچه‌ها ایشان و ملویکا فوق‌العاده بااستعدادن و من مطمئنم که این دوتا چهره جزو چهره‌های یعنی در واقع دوتا چهره به سینمای بالیوود اضافه خواهد شد.
I should confess that both Ishaan and Malavika, they are really, really well talented, and I believe that two strong and talented faces we should add to the Bollywood cinema.
و خوشبختانه به هر حال کاراکترهای خیلی خوبی دارن، هم مالویکا هم ایشان، و خیلی دوست داشتنی بودن برای من. با اینکه جوونن ولی خیلی خیلی آدمای با تجربه‌ای هستن نسبت به زندگی و کار.
However, they are young, but they are really also well experienced in the way actually they act and also try to learn, and also in cinema industry.
ویژگی‌های خیلی زیادی دارن که من یکی از ویژگی‌های ایشان رو برای اولین بار دوست دارم اینجا بگم.
They have very lovely and wonderful characters. One of them I want to talk about Ishaan is
ایشان خیلی خیلی انسان در واقع که در جوانه خیلی معتقد هستش در واقع به اعتقادات در واقع خودش و انرژی‌های خوبی نسبت به اعتقادی که داره به عنوان مسلمان در واقع در کارش دیده میشه و ایشون با نماز انرژی خیلی خیلی خوبی میگرفت و من یادمه که هر وقت میخواست بازی سختی بکنه اون روز میومد و نماز رو با هم میخوندیم و من این انرژی رو کامل میدیدم تو بازش و واقعا برای من خیلی حس خوبی که یه جوان اینجوری انقدر اعتقاد داره به اون باورهای در واقع دینی خودش و قلبی خودش برای من خیلی ارزشمند.
However, he is young, but he believes in his faith and also in his religious thoughts, and it happened actually that several times because of this positive energy happened that we had very difficult scenes, and on that day together actually we prayed and so get a very, very wonderful and positive energy. So it's very unique, such a faith to what you believe.
به هر حال از همه عواملی که توی فیلم به هر حال بازی کردن کار کردن تشکر میکنم، بخصوص هانی که الان اینجا در جمع شما هستش تشکر میکنم چون کست خیلی خیلی خوبی رو هانی برای من چیندش و انجام داد و من جا داره که از هانی خیلی تشکر کنم برای اینکه به هر حال یکی از سخت‌ترین بخش‌های فیلم کاستینگه و خب من خیلی شناخت نداشتم و اونجایی هم که میخواستم بازیگرام بخششون چهره‌های اول باشن هانی به هر حال خیلی خیلی کمک کرد که من ممنونم از هانی.
I'm thankful and I appreciate my wonderful team, all the actors, the credits, those who collaborated. Also, I should appreciate Hani because of the wonderful casting that he did. It was a difficult process because it was important for me to find the talents and new faces. and it was a great collaboration working with him.
من تشکر میکنم که هانی بیاد روی صحنه و به جای ما بپیونده.
So I want to also invite him to come on the stage and join us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hani Trehan, zordar taaliyan, please.
و همچنین در واقع از بچهای گروهی که حالا خب من اینجا میبینم زیبا هستش که خب یه ایرانیه و تو طراحی لباس بخشی از طراحی لباس به هر حال خیلی خیلی کار ویژه‌ای انجام داد که میخوام که از زیبا بیاد روی صحنه.
पहले तो मैं आप सबका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा कि आप आए और आपने हमारी फिल्म की एक छोटी सी झलक देखी और मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप सबको पसंद आई होगी. To answer your question, of course, everybody has, every aspiring actor would have an ideal picture in his mind of how he would want to begin his journey. But I think this is as close to ideal as it would be for me, because it's as an actor, it's extremely important to begin with somebody who will set the foundation for you and your craft. And I think for me the biggest learning experience was to observe him on set and really meditate on what he would tell us and make us perform like. So it's been very special in that sense.
All right. Malavika, the same question for you.
Hello everybody. Is this working? It
yes,
is.
it
Now
is.
it is. I didn't. Speaking of an ideal debut, yeah. I wanted my film. I wanted to basically really work with somebody whose work I believe in. You know, somebody's work that resonates with me on a personal level. And I've grown up watching a lot of Majidi Sir's films, Children of Heaven, Song of Sparrows, and it really. I loved the films. It's as simple as that. I loved his work. And, you know, when I got the chance to work with him, it was more than a dream. It was like everything just fell perfectly into place, you know. So it was more than what I could ask for, more than what I could imagine, you know, as cliche as it may sound. But it was perfect. So, yeah.
And the trailer looks perfect. It looks
so
fabulous. Much. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to you. I know you have a lot of questions that you want to be answered by this amazing cast and crew over here.
Check.
Hi, sorry, Ishaan. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
من قبل از که برای کسی صحبت بکنم میخوام که به هر حال تیم زیادی بودن که با هم کار داشتن، من جمله کاول که مجری طرح بود، میخوام خواهش کنم که کاول بیاد روی صحنه.
Also, we had a great team, but I cannot actually to see if all of them they are here. But I forgot to ask Kavel also to come on the stage.
Hi, Ishaan. Welcome to...
Mansi, please. Set designer, Mansi.
Welcome, Mansi. Yeah, please.
So, Ishaan, 70 mm पे स्वागत है. ये कई जगह फिल्म दिखाई भी गई है, तो लोगों ने तारीफ भी की है. आपने फिल्म साइन करने से पहले किसकी सलाह ली थी कि मुझे ये फिल्म करनी चाहिए?
ज़ाहिर है कि मैं अपनी मॉम के साथ रहता हूँ और ज़्यादातर वक्त उनके साथ ही गुजारता हूँ, तो उनसे ही सबसे पहले सलाह ली होगी. और एब्सोल्युटली द फर्स्ट पर्सन आफ्टर दैट आई वुड गो टू वुड बी माई ब्रदर. एंड या इट वाज आई फेल्ट वेरी स्ट्रांगली अबाउट द फिल्म. जैसे कि आप जानते हैं, मैं इसके बाद भी एक फिल्म कर रहा हूँ करण जौहर साहब के साथ, और एट दैट टाइम वी वन टॉक्स about starting that film as my first film, and so I had a word with him as well, and I told him that I feel very strongly about this and I'd like to do this film, and he was very gracious about it, and he let me go ahead and do this film and follow it up with his production. So I think these were the first three people that I spoke to about this. Yeah.
And कोई particular tip दी थी शाहिद साहब ने आपको कि ये करना और ये नहीं करना? क्योंकि बाकी चीज़ें तो आपने वर्कशॉप ली है, डांस की सारी प्रैक्टिस बचपन से हुई है. कोई पर्टिकुलर चीज़ शूट से पहले?
जी नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं। सिर्फ उन्होंने इतना कहा था कि अपनी दिल की सुनो और just work honestly and work hard, that's it.
Thank you, Ishaan.
Hello. Hi, sir. Here. I have a question for Mr. Majidi. I know you spoke about this, but is there something particular why you chose India to be your first film in a foreign nation? Why is there something particular that drove you or you connected with in India?
البته من این رو خیلی جای مختلف گفتم، نمیخواستم دیگه تکراری باشه، ولی من سینمای هند رو با سینمای هند رو اساساً و سینمای هند رو با سینمای ساتیاجیت رای شناختم و همیشه خیلی علاقه‌مند شدم از سینمای ساتیاجیت رای اصلا به هند و نوع نگاه ساتیاجیت رای خیلی خیلی برای من ارزشمند بود و همیشه دوست داشتم در سرزمین جیترای در واقع کار بکنم، به خاطر اینکه به شدت یکی از کسایی هستم که سینمای جیترای رو در واقع ستایش میکنم. این شاید یکی از بزرگترین عامل محرک‌های اصلی بود.
I have mentioned several times to this fact, so I didn't intend to repeat again, but I should say that I learned a lot, and also I know India based on actually the remarkable Indian director Sajid Rai, and so it was always my dream to make a film actually in his land. And so his viewpoint is very valuable to me, the style, and so I love whatever he has done and his work. It was one of the main reasons, as a kind of motivation to happen once to make a film in his land.
Hi Ishaan, Ravi from ABP News. जैसे कि आपने बताया कि आपको फिल्म के बारे में बहुत स्ट्रांगली फील हुआ कि आपको ये फिल्म करनी चाहिए, करण जौहर से भी आपने सलाह ली, किसी पॉइंट पे आपको ऐसा नहीं लगा कि ये बहुत ऑफ बीट चॉइस है? क्योंकि बॉलीवुड में जब लोग डेब्यू करते हैं तो एक बहुत मेन स्ट्रीम उसमें करना चाहते हैं, फिल्म में करना चाहते हैं, तो आपको कहीं कहीं ये थॉट लिंगर हो रहा था कि बहुत ऑफ बीट चॉइस है? कुछ बताएंगे इसके बारे में, क्या थॉट प्रोसेस था? और ऑडिशनिंग का प्रोसेस भी बताएंगे, किस तरह से आपको फिल्म मिली, क्या हो?
जी नहीं, बिल्कुल ये ख्याल नहीं आया कि ये ऑफ बीट थॉट है। उम्मीद है कि आप फिल्म आके देखेंगे और ये बहुत ही खूबसूरत कहानी है और मुझे ये लगा कि लोगों को ज़रूर समझ आएगी और पसंद आएगी, तो ऐसा बिल्कुल ख्याल नहीं आया। ऑडिशनिंग के बारे में मैं ज़रूर आपको बता सकता हूँ। ही हैज़ अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग प्रोसेस। उन्होंने हमें कुछ शूट करने के लिए भेज दिया था। हनी सर के असिस्टेंट्स थे हमारे साथ और हम 4-5 थे और हमें वेरियस जगहों पे भेजा गया फ़ोन्स के साथ और हमें ये बताया गया था कि आपको फुटेज इकट्ठा करनी है और छोटा सा ब्रीफ दिया था कि इस तरह के सीन्स हैं और हमने एक छोटा सा प्रोजेक्ट ही समझ लीजिए बना के इनको दिखाया and on the basis of that he chose me in this film.
अगर ईशान एक मैं सवाल करूं कि आगे अगर फ्यूचर के बारे में बात करें, किस तरह के सिनेमा में आप बिलीव करते हैं, किस तरह का सिनेमा आप करना चाहेंगे, किस एक्टर पे आप खुद को मॉडल करना चाहेंगे अगर हिंदी सिनेमा की बात करें तो, और कौन कौन आपके फेवरेट है, कौन कौन से एक्टर्स?
मेरे फेवरेट एक्टर्स तो कई सारे हैं। आई थिंक सिनेमा के बारे में यही ख़ास बात है कि हर कोई कभी कभार बहुत ही स्पेशल कुछ पेश करता है, तो मुझे मेरी फेवरेट फिल्में कई सारी हैं। मैं सबका नाम तो नहीं ले पाऊँगा क्योंकि बहुत ही लंबी लिस्ट है, लेकिन इस तरह का सिनेमा करना चाहूँगा मैं जिसकी कहानी पावरफुल हो और जिसमें एक मैसेज हो और बस अच्छी फिल्में करना चाहूँगा, बस सिंपल सी बात है सर।
Hi, this question is for Mr. Rahman. Hi sir, this is Priyanka from Indian Express. So when you collaborate with foreign filmmakers, foreign directors, is there a different kind of pressure which you have? Because people here already know your work, they know what to expect of Rahman. But when you work with someone outside the country, Is this something which bothers you, or you go prepared? Tell me about that.
No, I love doing that. My first experience was with Deepa Mehta. I went to Canada, then I worked with Heping in China. And so I'm used to this with the translator. Because the language of cinema, as you know, is universal. And I always want something else to, influence me or take me away from the monotony. When you keep doing the same thing, it's monotonous. So always look forward for something which is exciting and which would push myself into fire. This is one fire, actually.
Mr. Majidi, Justin here from PTI here. I wanted to ask you, your films back in Iran have almost always metaphorically commented on the social, political issues that the country faces, which I believe would be difficult to do so if not for a filmmaker. In this world, in this age of majoritarian politics ruling and the hate wave rising, how important do you think is it for artists to stand up and speak against the establishment?
برای من همیشه تحت هر عنوانی چه تو مسائل اجتماعی چه سیاسی همیشه به هر حال انسان برای من مهمه و اون ارزش‌های در واقع انسانی فرقی نمی‌کنه که انسان در کجا این کره خاکی زندگی میکنه. همیشه سعی کردم که در واقع به آدم‌ها نزدیک بشم، به انسان نزدیک بشم و ارزش‌های در واقع تجلی اون ارزش‌های انسانی رو در واقع زنده بکنم.
So with regard to the social and again political issues, first actually I always pay attention and highlight to be a kind of human beings and also respect the human values. So it's important to, in any place that you work, just to focus first on these values.
چون به هر حال می‌بینید که همینجوری ممکنه به هر حال توی یه بستر اجتماعی حتی سیاسی هم اتفاق بیفته، قصه‌ای و داستانی، ولی اون چیزی که مهمه خود انسانه و پرداختن به مسائل درونی انسان.
It may happen actually that when you make a film, so even with a social subject, even you face a kind of political issues as well, but I still believe that the person actually and the human being and that values, which actually we focus on that and so make it the story, it's very important on that subject.
و اینم بدونیم که به هر حال سینما مثل سایر در واقع رسانه‌های دیگه نیست، ژورنالیست نیست، مثل روزنامه یا چیزای دیگه. ممکنه که یه چیزی که امروز تو سیاست خوبه ولی فردا ممکنه اون چیز کهنه بشه، یا خبر امروز ممکنه خبر فردا دیگه کهنه، خبر دیروز برای خبر امروز دیگه کهنه است. سینمایی در واقع ماندگانی که به هر حال به انسان نزدیکه و به ارزش‌های انسانی و به مسائل در واقع انسانی میپردازه. این سینما خب همیشه در واقع ماندگاره.
Also cinema actually is completely different from newspapers, from the other way of media, because maybe it happened that when you make a film and highlight a social subject to be a kind of political issue, but the next day would be different and so not so important. So this is the reason that I emphasize to focus on the human values. Parallel to the subject is important. So this kind of films always can be previewed and so can communicate with the audience.
مثلا فیلم بچه آسمان که 20 سال از ساختش میگذره، هنوز که هنوز نسل‌های جدیدتری که میان باش ارتباط برقرار میکنن. همین چند وقت پیش توی پرواز داخلی یه دختر بچه 8 ساله‌ای رو دیدم که این خب 12 سال از در واقع میشه گفتش که بچه آسمان کوچیک‌تره، یعنی ولی میگفتش که من عاشق بچه آسمانم، تا حالا این فیلمو 3 بار دیدم.
As an example, I want to mention to Children of Heaven. I made it 20 years ago, but still this title can communicate even with the young generation. It happened recently in a flight. I actually met a 8 years old girl actually, and so it was so young, but actually he said actually I love this film. I have seen it 3 times. It is the matter of communication.
Also, one last thing, was there ever a temptation to make Indian debut with perhaps big Bollywood stars? Was there a temptation in your mind that way? Question to Mr. Majidi, yeah.
خب البته من در فیلمام بازیگر حرفه‌ای هم استفاده کردم و ولی بیشتر علاقه‌مند بودم که به خاطر اینکه قصه ها خیلی واقعی‌تر جلوه کنه با بازیگرای غیر حرفه‌ای کار کنم.
Of course, actually, as you know, I have also worked with professional actors in some of my films. But because of this subject and also because of the storyline, it happened to actually to find more actually new faces.
ولی از اونجایی که برها خب به خصوص در هند صنعت سینما و بازیگر خیلی خیلی تعیین کننده است. خب دوست داشتم که برای این اتفاق میافتاد ولی خواستم که اتفاق به شکل درستی باشه ولی خب نشد. ولی ممکنه در فیلم‌های بعدی بخوام کار کنم در هند قطعا از این ظرفیت بالیوود برای سینمای بالیوود قطعا استفاده خواهم کرد. منتها به شرط که سر جاش درست قرار بگیره ولی فقط نه به خاطر اسمش. معتقدم که باید برای اون نقش در واقع کامل باشه.
I know that in Indian cinema industry it's important to have famous faces and also I would love to do that, but it's important for me even in the future maybe this possibility to have these faces, but we should put this in the real character. It's important to have a kind of real and also important relation between the character and also between the person who is going to play, and it may happen in the future.
Hi Shaheen, to your right, here in the white kurta. Hi. Congratulations, the trailer looks very, very gripping. Thank you very much for doing this. But if I had to ask you a question, how did you manage to convince this magician to come to India? Because ये collaboration बहुत difficult है और सारे crew members हिंदी में बात कर रहे हैं, ये अपनी लैंग्वेज में है, तो आई एम श्योर दिस मस्ट बीन अ बिग चैलेंज फॉर ऑल द एक्टर्स एज वेल. आपने ये सोचा क्यों और हाउ डिड यू मेक इट पॉसिबल और कितने साल से आप ये सोच रहे हैं?
We actually, like he said, like for 6-7 years we've been in touch, and my partner and Kishore and me got this idea that you know we of course watched Children of Heaven. That was like our starting point, and we said why not you know have him here in India to make an Indian film, and that's when we contacted him, and then obviously he made us wait. He didn't just say yes immediately, but he saw how you know interested we were, and we were like chasing him non-stop, and finally he agreed to do it. Yes, language, like we said, cinema has no language. It's actually, which is very true, because I think we just understand each other, and the entire team will tell you that it's a very comfortable working association. Like by now, what he's saying doesn't need to be translated. Half the things are just understood.
Hi, my question is to Mr. Rahman. Center. Hi. Is there a test process that you have before you release your music and song? And secondly, is there any particular song or album which you felt would do really well and didn't, or vice versa?
The test process between the creative people, director and...
Or the audience, a select audience.
No, we don't do all that. From the beginning, I think it has to be, I have to like it first, and then I'll give it to the director. And he has to like it, and then, because he is putting in all his energy. Yes, we want every music to be, you know, popular and to be received well, but sometimes it takes time. But the sincerity is always noticed. So I don't care if people don't, you know, receive it in the beginning. And sometimes, you know, after 6 months they say, "Oh, this is a great album." I was thinking, yeah, I know. It takes time.
Any particular album which you felt was received late the way you wanted?
Many albums. But story of my life.
Thank you.
We'll just take one last question, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Malavika and Ishaan, many congratulations. Malavika, looking gorgeous. प्यारे लग रहे हो आप.
It's working, yes.
नहीं वो. मालविका अच्छी लग रही है. Malavika,
You're looking gorgeous.
how was it taking this role? And probably many major actresses were also probably on the line to get this role.
Yeah, I've been told they were, but I wasn't aware of much when Honey sir, we all owe him this one, when Honey sir called me to his office, and it was the first time I'd met Honey sir, and I sat down, and the first thing he tells me is, it's a Majid Majidi film, and I just stared at him blankly because I didn't know how to drama queen. I didn't know how to. I don't know what was happening, and things happened really quickly, and I got the film, and the shoot also started pretty quick, so I didn't have much time to really think about what was happening with other people or much until after the film got over. I wasn't aware of much. No, I knew, but not a lot, not the details. But yeah, I think I was just focused on what was required out of me, and I was just happy to have gotten the chance.
Ishaan, looking smart.
He said it.
Thanks, man.
Compliment भी देना पड़ता है.
Took you a while.
Ishaan, more competition for Shahid at home also?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
More competition for Shahid at home?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
In what sense?
With you are coming in the film industry.
But if I'm coming in films, why would that be competition at home?
Competition, like with Shahid, like he will be having more people to.
No, man. He's almost like like a teacher. He's a very paternal figure in my life. I've learned so much by watching him. I can't possibly consider myself competition to him. And in fact, I would say we're a team.
Mr. Majidi, how do you see the cinema industry in India? What's your thoughts? The film being made in India.
What about them? I mean, I see it the way you see it in theaters. Oh, sorry. You should probably mention that that's addressed to.
Mr. Majidi, what are your thoughts for the Indian film industry, the films being made here?
خب یه سر قضاوت خیلی سختیه برای اینکه به هر حال خب من همه فیلم‌های هند رو که ندیدم، ولی به هر حال برآیندی که هست مثل همه جای دنیا، به هر حال فیلم‌های خوب داره، فیلم‌های متوسط، فیلم‌های بد متوسط خوب داره، به هر حال مثل همه جای در واقع دنیا. ولی اون چیزی که خیلی مهمه اینه که سینمای هند به نظر من به جهت تکنیکی رشد خیلی خیلی خوبی کرده که برای من خیلی سورپرایز بزرگی بود که دیدم سینمای تو بخشای تکنیک، بخصوص تو بخشای ویژوال افکت، سی جی آی خیلی خیلی رشد خوبه به لحاظ تکنیکی و این به نظر من به هر حال خیلی ارزشمنده.
It's difficult to make any kind of judgment or evaluation because I do not have the chance to see all the Indian films, and so however we can categorize like all around the world in all the countries the films into different categories, those who are very well received by the audience, best one, or those in different categories. But the most important thing for me, which surprised me very well, it was the improvement and development of Indian cinema on the technical side as well, as an example for visual effect. So it's really remarkable, and so it's a very considerable process which has happened to Indian cinema.
یا تو بخشای دیگه مثلا ست دیزاینر که خب مانسی هم اینجاست، واقعا شگفت زده شدم از کاری که مانسی میکرد و ستایی که برای من آماده میکرد، منو شوکه میکرد توی تایم خیلی خوب و اون چیزی که میخواستم رو در واقع اجرا میکرد. برای من خیلی هیجان انگیز بود که این تجربه با تیم خیلی عالی بود.
Or in the other fields that has set designing, whatever Mansi did, it was a matter of surprise, very quickly get the feeling, and so to understand what I expect, and so organize it very quickly. I want to say the technical points is very, very important, as I can say, as one of the development Indian cinema.
think I've been really, really lucky and blessed. My journey continues. Thank you so much for the love.
On that note, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Zordar taliyan यहाँ पे for this amazing cast and crew of the movie Beyond the Clouds. Yes, sorry.
یه چیزی که خیلی حیفم میاد در مورد رحمان نگم. دوست دارم بگم این رو به عنوان تجربه خیلی خوب.
I should just mention to one point about Rahman.
که اینم به عنوان به هر حال یکی از رازهای موفقیت رحمانه که میخوام بگم.
It's one of the, I believe, because one of the secrets of the success of Rahman.
خب من با آهنگسازای زیادی کار کردم.
I have worked with many composers.
ولی ویژگی رحمان اینه که در اینه که به هر حال سوپر استاره، ولی انگاری که اولین موسیقیه که داره میسازه برای یه فیلم. یعنی به عنوان حسش اینه که اصلا اینجوری نیست که وقتی موسیقی آدم خیلی معمولیه موسیقی رو میسازه و وقتی که میگه خوب نیست میگه اوکی به راحتی میذارتش کنار.
However, he is very well known and actually well experienced, very professional, and so. But at the same time, when he wants to work, so he acts in a way that it is for the first time that it's going to work, and pay attention to all the details and whatever your expectation is.
مثلا در مورد پروژه پیامبرم همینجور بود. در کشورهای مختلف که به هر حال میرفتیم برای ضبط و یا کار، رحمان کار میکردم می آورد و میگفتم که کل اینا اصلا خوب نیست، به راحتی میذاش کنار، نه اینکه حتی ناراحت بشه یا چیز بشه. اصلا خیلی و برای من خیلی خیلی حس خوبی بود و من مثل آدمی که طمع میکردم بهتر و بهتر میخواستم.
So during the project of Muhammad, so it happened to travel to different countries, and so it happened sometimes he work and so present whatever he has done to me and say, I said, Rahman, it's not my taste or actually not the favorite rhythm which I expected. Very easily he could accept and very in a humble way accept this at that point. And so this made me to have more expectation from him to have a better conclusion.
و تا اون چیزی که مورد درخواست من نبود اتفاق نمیافتاد تعطیل نمون. یعنی ما گفتش که اگه 10 بارم این موسیقی رو کار میکردم و نمیپسندم دوباره کار میکرد و این به نظرم که رمزای موفقیت هنرمنده و رحمان. ممنونم.
And even for 10 times maybe I asked, and so in a very humble way he accepted till to meet my expectations. So he is superstar, but at the same time very humble. It's one of the secrets of Rahman's success. Thanks.
Thank you for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a quick photo op, of course, with the cast and the crew.